want to make a quick tutorial for TikTok ads. I want to build a campaign right here that you can kind of understand how to do it. Now, different videos, they're going to have like how to get an account set up and stuff like that, and how I got it, because a lot of you may have tried and it's hard to actually get access to the ads manager. So there's certain things you can do to actually get access to where you have the ability to do TikTok ads. There's definitely some regulations. They have like definitely a lot of hoops to go through. So I have another video that'll be on like all of the hoops you have to go through just to be able to get access to the TikTok ads platform. So with that being said, let's go ahead and create a campaign. This is a pretty new account that we're going to be running for somebody. We'll hit start over, start fresh. So we have, if you've been on Facebook before, Facebook ads, they have a bunch of different objectives. The main objectives we got here is a lot of brands you see doing for just purely brand awareness. So they do traffic, app installs. A ton of apps are using TikTok right now. And then there's obviously conversions. So conversions come to when you actually have like a pixel or app event. So those are when you can use conversions. So I'm going to use conversions for this campaign. Move these. I'm actually don't want this for that. Boom. I'm going to use conversions for this campaign, and I'm going to say cold conversions dynamic ad 2.0. Cool. Okay. And in terms of limit, this is when you put this limit. Originally, when I thought it was something like Facebook, how this would actually control the amount that you spend per the day. This really is just a limit for the campaign. So you have a ad set level that you set a budget at, but then this would be what's the most the campaign can spend. So I'm gonna put $100 a day. Daily, you can put no limit if you want to, but again, it just means there's zero limit to that campaign. Continue. Because this is a newer account, I'm putting limits on there. Eventually, we get to the point where we don't do that ad group. I'm going to, what's going on here? Oh, geez, sounds like, we're gonna go broad men. We're gonna go with the young, 13 to 17. Okay. So in terms of placements, right now I'm primarily advertising in the U.S. So I am taking off all of these. Mainly just trying to advertise TikTok itself. It takes a minute every time I do this. It like takes a minute to uncheck them, and then there it goes. Cool. URL. Let's. Okay. And then this is where you choose your TikTok pixel. And another one I have how to set that up. You'll choose the one that has the conversion event you're looking for. So we're going to go with place an order. Display name. Boom. Let's upload a picture. What's interesting about TikTok is the fact that when you do upload pictures and stuff, it can be different every time, your profile picture and essentially the account it's coming from and all that kind of stuff. I might have to blur this stuff later, just depending on privacy stuff. Category. I haven't seen a huge effect on doing this. I'm testing different ones. When it comes to the category, I'm not sure exactly why they want to know this, but I've tried doing different ones, and I'm always testing different ones just to see if they get us different results. But for this, we're selling an online program that teaches men how to be socially essentially better with women and really anybody they encounter, how to get more confidence, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go with education training. We're going to go outward development. I'm just going to say that. Add tags. I think I want to, real quick. So tags, you want to use as many as you can, because this is how TikTok finds like the relevant content that people are interested in for you to kind of target. So I do believe I have name, landing page, valid. Yep, that's the one. So I have a tag already. So I'm going to take these. Just need to put a comma between each one. put a comma because it requires you to on the TikTok side to know the difference between your tags. So these are all the tags relating to the product that I can. There's obviously lots more you can think of, but these are the ones I got off the top of my head. I'm going to copy those. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. We got our tags. Cool. You can turn off comments if you want to. I am going to do automated creative. I've tested other ways. Really, this does work a lot better, having multiple options, 100%. Now, this part is essentially like if you can compare it to Facebook, this is where you would do the audiences that your pixel creates. So like retargeting audiences, you know, when your pixel tags a user and you're able to retarget them, this would be some of those audiences you could target based on what behaviors they did, like add to carts, all that kind of stuff. This is the same as those custom audiences that you use in Facebook. Excluded, so with this one, and same thing with exclusions. I'm doing male, and I'm just doing the 13 to 17 actually, because that's the only age demographic I haven't gone for in the other ones. I am going to go English, because that's what we're talking about here. Then category, this is the interest. You only got 44 interests to really go off of. And I've also seen, although it's a little, you have to be patient kind of with it. I've seen it work really well with just doing broad targeting. If you have a broad type offer. Now, if you have certain offers that you have to do, then it might help for targeting, but there's not a ton of options you can even do with that. So it's not super complicated in terms of targeting. You really rely on the pixel and the fact that the cost per 1,000 impressions on TikTok is so low that you'll be able to get a lot of data, hopefully fast. Device, I don't really do any limits here. I never usually do. I haven't seen any specific benefit. I'm gonna go with do 50. All right, bidding. We want conversions. You can adopt a bid if you want to. It just kind of gives a recommendation. But for this program specifically, it's 47. So I'm going to put 47. See if we can get a purchase for exactly 47. Because then if anybody buys after that, it's just a bonus really. Because we have upsells and downsells and that kind of stuff. So we just make profit off that. 50 bucks a day. Yep. This shows you what you're getting charged for, so you actually get charged on TikTok right now when somebody clicks to view your landing page. It's not even just a click, but if they click and view, that's when it charges you. Third-party tracking, I don't use that. You can use actually UTMs if you want to, but then you put that actually in the link itself. So this would be if you have like an actual third-party tracking system, which most people won't. Even if you have Google Analytics, you don't really use that. Audience, let's just make sure everything looks good. Category, yep, it's going to be broad. No limit, yep. Cool. Next, we're going to upload our ads. Oh, every ad tag should be less than 30 characters, that's right. Forgot I had some long ones in here. That one's pretty long. Okay, I think that works. Boom. All right, and let's see if we have them in our library. If we do, I'm just going to use all of them. Well, except for that one, because those two are the same. Cool. Text. Okay. Again, with TikTok too, there's not tons of text, so I mean, you have a very limited amount you can do. Same with it's mainly the video that you're going to be using. Let's see if we could submit this bad boy. And boom, he is submitted with the ads. Now, I'm going to give you some pro tips here. What you're going to realize with TikTok is you're going to have to submit multiple versions. Like I already submitted something like this earlier, and they get disapproved a lot. Like even for no reason, it doesn't matter. They get disapproved pretty much randomly, but you could resubmit that same ad like 3 times and then it gets approved. So that's kind of the way you want to look at TikTok. I'm just going to let you know you're 100% going to get disapproved, even if your ad is the most squeaky clean. There's no product, there's no violation or anything. It's perfect. They're just going to get disapproved randomly. So that is the one frustrating thing about TikTok. But generally, you can get around it fairly easily. You just keep submitting, and then one of the employees there realizes, oh, this is actually fine. Like it's not like selling guns or drugs or something like that. We'll approve it, and it gets approved. So even if they say active too, you got to go layer deeper, and then you can see if it's approved or not. So this is still in review. I assume during the weekend too. During the weekends they're a bit slower. They are all still in review. And I'm just gonna, to be honest, just because I've been through this enough times, most likely they're gonna get disapproved, and I'm gonna have to resubmit a few more to get them approved. But once they're approved, they do pretty well. In fact, just because this one's going, I'm gonna turn. Is it this one? Or the one that? Yes, I believe it's this one. Yeah, so I'm gonna turn this guy back on in terms of campaigns. So this one was off. I'm gonna turn it on. My bid was that. But yes. So just be aware of that. Another thing, quick little thing to know: you can't, if you're used to Facebook ads, you can't duplicate campaigns, not yet at least. But you can duplicate ad groups, and you can duplicate ads. But they haven't given you the ability to duplicate campaigns. So if you have something in there, you want to launch specific targeting, make sure the campaign limit is high enough to where you can put bunches of different ad groups in there. Because really, the ad group is where everything happens anyway. The campaign really just is about the objective, essentially. I mean, the objective and a few other settings that were in there, but it's really not much at all. So that is that. Hope that helped. Again, in another video, we'll go over, hey, how do you actually get your account? Because I realize that's one of the biggest things with TikTok is it's hard to just get an account, and there's kind of some like secret ways to get in there that I use to get me in. So I'll make a video on that as well. But yeah, let me know if you guys have questions about TikTok. I will sometimes answer them just because I don't really look at comments on YouTube until I log on to YouTube. But I want to make this because I saw a lot of not people knowing how to do TikTok, and it's a brand new thing. It's hard to get access to, and very, very few agencies have access to it. So I want to hopefully share some of the knowledge, the wealth of knowledge. Anyway, hope that helps. Talk to you later.